So we are back in the stunning town of Popoli, and what a place I've got for you today. Just wait while you see this one. So we are back in stunning Popoli. Popular place with our overseas buyers. I do apologise if the wind's just got up, so it may be blowing across the microphone. I do apologise if it is. Popular place with our overseas buyers. First of all because it's stunning, but also it has train station, good public transport, obviously everything you need. There's a hospital here as well, shops, you're close to Sulmona, you're close to the motorway to get up to Rome. And there's some incredible parts of Popoli, and because now it's now changed its name to Popoli Terme, which is because there's thermal springs here and lots of development that's coming in because of that, those thermal springs, and one of them is this. I've been told that this is going to be a hotel, which is fantastic news if that's true, and also that this is going to be some sort of I don't know if it's going to be some sort of B&B or something like that. So again, I've been told from somebody that's a local, so I expect it to be true. This is usually where the market is on a Thursday, I believe it is. But obviously now we're at lunchtime, so it's getting quite quiet in the town. We're going to have a little walk around. You may remember Popoli from some other videos that we've done. The way to this property, you can actually get in this direction in the corner and head up there, and it's a 6-7 minutes walk, or you can get to it from the end of the Corso, the main street, which I'm going to show you now. Okay, so this just a little bit further down here, where you can get the buses down at the end, and the railway station is the other side of the main road. Probably about a 15-minute walk or so from here. Some beautiful buildings here. This used to be pedestrian, but I understand now they've moved. There's a big park here in the middle, or not a big park, but there's a green area here in the middle, and the market goes all along that way. It used to be this way, but I understand they're changing things to let traffic back through here and just people use the sidewalks. Not sure why they decided to change, but there you go. So it is just lunchtime now, so you will see the shops are closing or closed, but there's a bit of everything. Obviously supermarkets, banks, pharmacists, there's a bit of everything along here. And obviously with the investment that's coming into town, then well, it's only for the good, isn't it? This is like a baker's here, and the smell that usually comes from there is incredible. Okay, I'm going to walk down here. I'll speed it up. It's not me that's walking that fast, honest. I'll speed it up. Okay, so the property that we're going to see. Down here is another little piazza with a fountain area here and a bar and that kind of thing. And the road comes along here. You can actually drive up. We actually drove up behind here to get to the property. You can't drive right up to it, but it's basically 2 minutes walk up there. So I'm going to pick it back up from up there. Let's do it. So where I showed you before, where I said that to come up from there to get from the main street, is down here, and then you walk up these, and then we're at this archway that you may recognise from another video. Go up this archway and we'll catch it up from when we get to the top here. So the archway is just down and round this corner. How incredible is this? This is just so picturesque, this old church. Beautiful. So down here The archway is literally just round that corner. Dead easy to do. And just look how beautiful this street scene is. And you may recognise this because we actually sold an apartment to a Canadian couple that been on a Meet the Home Buyers. Big shout out to them, they know who they are. They actually bought this floor. But we're now selling the one above. That is incredible. Beautiful, beautiful place. And I just love buildings like this. They just look so amazing. Really nice street. There's some work going off at the end as well, which is always a good sign. At the end of this video as well, so stay tuned while the end. For a little bit extra on the price, we got a bit of a surprise for you in here. When I say a bit, it's quite a big surprise for you in there. But for now, we're going to concentrate on this apartment. Are you ready to go inside? Let's do it. So obviously this is a shared entrance because there's a few apartments in here. And the room I'm going to show you later is extra to the price, but you can get to it from in there as well. But stay tuned for that at the end because it's a fantastic place. Look at this original stone. I'm going to head up. I'll do the whole walk up to the apartment so you can see the stairs. It's gone a little bit dark because the light's gone off at the bottom. Let me see if I can. Okay. This is a classic Italian. Look how beautiful all of this is. And this does have a bit of an advantage to others because it has a little bit of an outside area as well that actually overlooks our very good friends to this channel that bought below. But this actually comes with the property. Just a little bit of outside space for those hot days. Obviously restricted on views because it's the inner courtyard. But there you go, a little bit of outside. Let's head back inside. The wind has just got up, so you may get a bit of wind noise if I'm hanging out of the windows. Yeah, are you ready? Here we go. Let's do it. So this apartment opens out onto a beautiful living stroke dining room. Look how elegant this looks. Don't you think? I think it looks absolutely incredible. Loving these floors. Yes, a little bit more modern, but I just think it works so well. And these beautiful high ceilings that may not be coming out in the video. And then a little glimpse of the past with this stunning original fireplace. Now the kitchen is quite small. It's to my right. I'm going to show you that in a second once I've done the living space. And to be honest with you, I did think about bringing the kitchen into here, but I just think this space is just perfect. So if you just use the kitchen for what it is, just a cook in. I know it sounds obvious, but I think it's a shame to break this up. You've seen the views through the window. I don't know if that's coming on the coming across. Absolutely amazing. Let's get some measurements. It is a little bit wider at this end. So we have got, let me have a look. We have got 4.15 meters in this direction by, let's do it from right from the center, by 7.86, probably nearly 8 meters in that direction. Incredible. And these high ceilings just make it so, look at the height of this one, it's even higher. Whether we could reveal those, get a builder to have a look and see if they're in good state to be revealed, that'd be fantastic. What a beautiful open space. Some of the furniture is being sold. The piano, I believe, is going, but some furniture will be included. We will get to find out what that is, and obviously we'll let you know, anybody that's interested in this. The windows. We love a window, don't we? And you know something? I think there could be, and they, I can't actually, oh yes they are. They're double glazed Daves. And they're beautiful as well. Beautiful wood. Is it wood on the outside as well? Yep, wood. Doesn't have fly screens, but you could easily add them to it. And look, the beautiful shutters as well. Superb. Absolutely superb. And if this crane wasn't there, obviously they're doing a lot of work in Popoli. But look at that. At least up here you're above the house line, if that's what you want to call it. Look at that church at the end. Absolutely stunning. Let's have a look that way. I'm not going to lean out because, as you know, I suffer from vertigo. But that is such a framed picture window, don't you think? And it gives so much light to this amazing, stunning room. I really love this space. And even though it's tempting to make the kitchen bigger, I don't know, I think it's boiler. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. There's another window similar to this, but that leads onto that internal corridor. But at least you'll be able to share a drink with Kathy downstairs. A great couple they are. They really are fantastic. They will be amazing neighbours. Again, beautiful windows. Bit of a Juliet style balcony out there. Don't you just love that fireplace? Let me see if it's stone. I think it's got to be the original. Yep, it is. Incredible. No idea how old that will be, but that is superb. So then the kitchen is small, as I say, but I think they've done it right because they've made the space perfect for the living dining area. But it has the sink, it has the fridge, it has the oven, it has some storage in here. It works, especially if it's a holiday home or even a rental property. This would do fantastic as rental as well. Plenty of storage in there. Boiler looks, it actually doesn't look that old. It looks okay, in good, decent condition. The owner said that it works, but again, boilers, I always say this, always think about having a new one. And a boiler would cost you between €2,500 to €3,000 for a good one. So you've got space for a fridge, and then this goes out onto that little bit of outside space that we saw before, which I think that's great to have that little bit of space. Oops, the fridge door's flying open. Let me close that. So yes, the kitchen is small. For those of you who want to be a major cook, you may think, well actually no, I'm going to have this as more of a utility style place and I'm going to do something out there, extend the kitchen out that way. But I don't know, I think I'd keep it as it is, to be honest. I think you could do something a bit more clever than just having this here. Maybe lift them up onto the walls. You could maybe even close this and have units there, not sure. Let me know what you would do in the comments. But there's all the hookups that you need. A little moped going past. So that is the day area. Just look how beautiful this is though. I don't think it's picking up the scenery outside, but it just looks, walking along here just looks incredible. And looking outside there. Okay, night area. Starts from here. So this is 2 beds and a bathroom down here. So let's see what we've got. We've got a window to our left, which is double glazed again. These are white rather than the wood ones. Nice height, once again. Mirror to my right, so you're not getting my reflection. Don't worry, I've already seen that. It's a new game that we like to play on this channel. Spot the Dave in the reflection. I'm getting a master at this game. Look at the size of this bedroom. Oh my word. It's huge. And the height of those ceilings, they've got to be 4 meters. They have to be. And this enormous wardrobe, I mean, this room is huge. Let's get some measurements. Let me do this now. Let me see. So it is 5 meters 43 in that direction by 4 meters in this direction. Does seem to possibly get a little bit narrower towards the end, I'm not sure, but still that. They've got some sort of built-in... I don't like nosing around people's wardrobes because, oh yeah, no, there's nothing in. Just a little built-in wardrobe. If, you know, if a 6-door wardrobe is not big enough for you, then there's also a built-in wardrobe down there as well. This is huge. Huge, huge. What a fantastic master bedroom. And obviously the same windows, these beautiful double glazed wood windows with the same view. Almost as you can't quite see between the buildings, but even this old building across the road is just beautiful. Superb. Once the crane's gone. Amazing space. Absolutely amazing space. So this is the main bedroom, and then we head off down the corridor to the bathroom, which is to our left. Good sized bathroom. The window that looks out onto the that's yours, that's the kitchen over the way, but it looks out over onto the inner courtyard, so you could wave to Kathy while you're in the shower. I'm sure she'd love that. And we have, sorry Kathy, you know I'm only joking, 1 meter 61 in this direction by, you thought I was going to walk in front of the mirror then, didn't you? Far too clever for that. By 2 meters 74. Looks like there's been some humidity, but I would say it's coming from inside because it gets closed up. It's not used anymore. I will double check with the owners, but it looks like it's nothing. To be fair, we've had some rain over the last few days. It doesn't seem like anything from the inside, but I will check with them. Here, the shower. Are you ready for the famous shower scene? I would say that's definitely a one Dave shower, but a comfortable one Dave shower, or it's a one Dave and one Sylvana shower. I always say this, but if you wonder what I'm talking about, you'd have to watch other videos to find out why I say this. And looking at this, it all looks dry up here. I think it's just because everything's been closed up. Again, when you're not coming to properties for a while, it's always worth getting a fly screen and a shutter on at least 1 or 2 windows and leaving the shutter closed and the fly screen down and leaving the inside windows open just to let the air flow. It makes the world of difference. And I can feel the air flowing now. I hope that's not blowing across the mic, but there's a little bit of wind that's picked up. Okay. And then the last bedroom is this, which again is a great size. It looks onto the interior courtyard, but the height of the ceilings again, they're not vaulted, but they are beautiful. And this is definitely another double bed. You can tell just by you turning that and putting the bed against here, and I think there'll be enough room for a cupboard, a wardrobe or something down there. Let's give you the measurements. So 3 meters 20 in that direction, or maybe the bed can go there, the headboard maybe, by 2 meters 56 in this direction. So easy enough for a double bed. And here you're not overlooked because that's That's yours, basically. And that's obviously the kitchen. Absolutely superb. I love this place. Location incredible. Love it. Okay, so I want to take you down to the surprise downstairs, which if you're interested in would be another 15,000 plus taxes. But it is something quite special down there. And it may just be the perfect addition to this place. Shall we head down? Let's do it. So for those of you who want to spend just a touch more, to have something on the ground floor, as I mentioned before, then you can access this place here or from outside. And this is a great addition. Superb addition. This is an extra 15,000 plus fees and tax. Well, not fees, but plus taxes. We'd need to check on that. But if you bought it the same time as the house, then obviously we wouldn't put any extra fees on. I wouldn't do that to you, but obviously the taxes you would have to pay. But anybody that's interested can get in touch. And look at this. Look what you could have. Look at that. How amazing is this? There's no lights on, but I did bring a light. Look, even though my big one is not working. But this is amazing. Look at the vaulted ceilings. And this is what a traditional cantina, sorry, a traditional taverna. So when it's Christmas time, when it's Easter time, celebrations, anything like that, this is where you would have it. I think it does make a great addition. Obviously the apartment stands on its own. It doesn't need this, but what a space. It will always be registered as a canteen or a taverna, but, you know, there's nothing to stop you sleeping down here if you wanted to put a bed down here. Incredible. It does have a WC, literally just a WC and sink, but I suppose at the end of the day, you could build on here if you wanted to, just to close it. Obviously we checked with the geometer. I'm sure, don't see why there's any reason why I couldn't make that area a bathroom and put a shower in it as well. Maybe have the door here, everything to your right is the bathroom and the shower here, and find a way for the drains. I'm sure that could be done. Loving the floor, traditional, obviously newer, it's not the old, and that's the same for going outside. These nice thick doors that always let a bit of air through. Nice little kitchen area with sink, dishwasher, and then look down here. Look at the beautiful features down here. Look at the ceiling. Don't you just love these star vaulted ceilings? They are incredible. They are stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Great fireplace. And then just, I think at the end, a storage. But it literally is just storage at the end and somewhere to put bins. It's just literally a playroom almost. But it's great. It's brilliant to hang around here. You can imagine winter's here when it's cold, put the fire on and just come out down here and chill out. What do you think, folks? Would you add this to the apartment upstairs? I mean, the apartment upstairs is incredible, isn't it, on its own? But quite a nice addition, I think. That's the surprise end bit. And this, just to let you know, I don't think I've said it, 11 metres by about 4.7 metres. Great size. Shall we do final thoughts for the apartment? Shall we? Let's do it. So my final thoughts on this one. I absolutely love this place. Stunning place. This would be a fabulous home, holiday home, rental. It would be amazing. I love this open space. I adore this stunning stunning fireplace. And you've seen behind, obviously the kitchen is smaller. I would make that work. I would quite simply make it work, and I'm sure somebody could come up with some snazzy design to get the most out of that little bit of space. But if you needed to split it out onto here, maybe you could, but I would be reluctant, to be honest, to do that. The only slight change I would make in here is I would have the dining room at this side, next to the kitchen and next to the beautiful fireplace, and then my lounge down in this area. I think that's the only change I would do. I just think this is just a fantastic, fantastic space. Loving the high ceilings. Everything about this place is amazing. It really is. The views are absolutely stunning. We're high enough to get the sunshine and to get the views out onto the mountains. Love the location in the town. It's just, what else can I say? It's absolutely incredible. You would have brilliant neighbours. Big shout out to them again. You've got that little bit of outside space. You've got an enormous bedroom, which you could probably get another 3 double beds in there if you were that way inclined. You've got a great sized bathroom, and you've got another double bedroom. Absolutely superb. Would you add that taverna downstairs to the deal, or would you just want the apartment? Amazing, absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for your support as usual. Remember to join us every Wednesday live on Facebook and YouTube as we discuss buying properties in Italy. We discuss Abruzzo, and we meet lots of home buyers who have bought and done it and want to share their experiences with you. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate everything. And if this one's for you, jump on the emails, send us an email to info@ahomeinitaly.com. Be the first. We deal with people on a time and date order. Obviously, our Patreons get first views and exclusive content. So if you're interested in that, go onto the website and have a quick look at Patreon. But the most important thing at this moment in time, whatever you do, whatever you're doing, stop. And whatever you do not miss this one. Dome? Okay.